Kyle Mohan Racing, continuing our KMR tech talks and just rotary information. I've had some questions about porting lately, and since I make a few templates based off personal engine building and driving experience, and I've got a couple brand new templates we're getting ready to come out with, I figured I would take just a couple minutes to talk about some of our templates, where they came from, and what is up and coming. So, if you didn't know, KMR actually has porting templates available. I got my start before I was in racing or necessarily a professional drifter or even an engine builder. I started by learning how to clean, disassemble, and port rotary engines. So I spent a lot of time looking at semi-dirty, needing to be ported side housings or freshly lapped side housings, which you really don't want to run a porting tool across the face of a brand new or freshly lapped housing. I recommend putting some tape down. We'll do some how-to port videos in the future. So I got my start building rotary engines, helping Mazda tricks, disassembling other people's blown up motors. So I got to see a lot of port designs. We spent a lot of time with our Formula Drift program, which has been ongoing since about 2004. And before that, we did road racing, SECAE production with Mazda tricks, and with multiple customers running production-based or GT cars. And even further back, we had the Mazda Tricks 3-rotor drag car. So throughout all those different generations of builds, a lot of them I was a part of and helped build motors for. There were different port designs tested. And although I think between myself and Mazda Tricks, we still do keep a few port designs proprietary or secret, we have gradually released a lot of what we learned through that roughly 20 years of engine work. And then obviously before I worked there, Mazda Tricks was around for about 20 before that. So a couple of the templates we already have in existence from KMR is our half-bridge 6-port FC3S. This is obviously a racing template. Sounds great, works great. The half-bridge 6-port Renesis template, which squeezes a little bit more power out on the top end of the Renesis after being street ported. We've had some race customers as well as just driving enthusiasts get some good numbers with those. And then we've also got our turbo half-bridge 4-port, which works good as a street port or half-bridge, as well as the RX8 template is also a good-sized street port as well as being half-bridge. So giving some options to the community. All of these templates were tested by KMR. All have performance gains. Obviously with a turbo template, the more boost you run, the more horsepower you're going to gain. This is very similar to what I'm currently running in the drift car. It's basically this street port without that bridge, because we tried to bring our power band down. Right here I've got two brand new templates. The anticipated RX8 half-bridge for the 4-port motors, which in the US was the automatic, and a full-bridge turbo 4-port template. So this would be for your Turbo 2, for your Cosmo motors, 20B, 4rotor, FD3S, anything like that. And this one's done. As you can see, this was our final prototype. And I know a lot of enthusiasts of KMR and just the rotary genre in general have been asking for that full bridge for quite some time, but I just have to say, I don't release anything until it's something that I'm happy with and that I've tested myself. So I am proud to say we do have this template hitting the shelves very soon. And I happen to have a Cosmo 20B or 13B, they're basically the same, center plate right here. And you can actually see how much we're changing this intake port timing and how much earlier we're opening this port up with the bridge. Now, if you just want to run it as a street port, it's a healthy street port. It won't pass smog. It's a racing port, but it's very streetable with good mid-range power. Obviously, if you add the half bridge or the full bridge that this porting template offers, you're going to get a very nice tone, very nice brap, but you're also going to get longevity out of the motor. Even though it's opening up very early, we've kept it just inside of the water jacket, so it's a template that does not cut your water seal, as with all KMR templates actually. I've never liked cutting the water seals, and especially if you're boosting any of these applications, all are boostable, you don't want to cut your water seals. So I'd call that on the street port side at least a 30 to 40% gain in flow, and then we're opening it up 20 to 30% earlier, and it's essentially changing what would be the Rotary's equivalent to cam intake timing, but we're also trying to keep it reliable by not cutting the water seal. So lots more airflow potential, still reliable. Now, bringing it over to our secondary port, we've tried to do the same thing. Obviously, there are limitations to the water jackets and the water seal area, but we've essentially been able to increase our overall volume on the secondary port by a little shy of 20%, but we're really getting that earlier intake opening by about 25 to 30%. Making it a very aggressive port and a very aggressive full bridge port template, but something that still does not cut your water seal or affect your water jacket galleries. Sometimes I get asked if this will work on the earlier 4-port motors like a 12A or early 13B. Yes, you can use it. Be careful of the water galleries behind the face area. And obviously, you would just use the secondary port side on all 4 plates, being very careful of the primary. However, on your turbo, obviously you've got a primary and secondary that are substantially different sizes and with limitations to the water jacket area. So we've maximized our flow potential, also with maximizing the reliability and ease of maintenance. So I hope everybody likes what's up and coming. I would say hitting the shelves within the next week or 2, now that we've finished up testing and then development and production, so we can actually replicate these templates with accuracy. And as far as our RX8 half bridge, I'd say we're still wrapping up some testing on this port and this template, and hopefully we'll have it available to everybody who's been asking in the next couple months, maybe a little sooner. So those are the templates. Welcome to the already existent KMR porting family. If anybody needs any die chem, any porting tools, any porting advice, feel free to ask KMR. We obviously also have that porting DVD, which I should have out here on the table. We're going to call that the porting DVD. Hit me up if you need that. Available on KyleMohanRacing.com, our eBay store. And Mazda Tricks also carries my porting templates, has great advice, great service. Make sure to follow KMR. We're going to be testing soon. We're hitting the dyno soon. We've been wrapping up a little bit of refresh on the car. We'll have some announcements about this really soon. And make sure to stay tuned for those KMR Tech Talks. We're talking Rotary. Ask questions. I'll do my best to answer on these Facebook Live videos or on YouTube. And always remember, I'm reposting these videos on YouTube, so if anybody wants to check them out at a later time, they are archived there. That's it. That's a wrap. Tuesday night, porting. We'll do a couple more tech talks this week. It's becoming a thing. Kyle Mohan Racing, 2021.